Going on, guys? It's me, your boy, back with my second video of coming back to YouTube. Today we are going to be making a community created secondary weapon for the Pyro from Team Fortress 2, the Scorch Shot. So this is as to scale as I could get it, rather simple, no moving parts, just the simple build. So without further ado, let's get into the material. First thing is, you're going to need a PVC pipe, 2 inches from the outside to outside, 1.5 for the inside. You're going to need primarily a piece of wood, 3/4 inches thick. This is going to be all your main parts except for the barrel. You're going to need 4 types of paint, a black paint for the grip, which the grip is going to be made out of a old broomstick handle, which you're going to need about 3 inches from. You're going to have dark gray paint. This is going to be for the handle, stock, and the trigger guard. You're going to need a light gray paint. This is going to be for the PVC pipe, the trigger, the hammer, and the 2 clips for the handle. And you're going to need orange for the front of the PVC pipe for the markings. And for the tools, I use a jigsaw, but you could use a regular saw. You're going to need some type of sander. I use a belt sander because it's way easier for getting certain curves in. And you're going to need a piece of sandpaper for doing some of the finer things, and also a whittling knife for making the grooves in the grip. So without further ado, let's get started. Alright, so I'm here outside with my jigsaw cutter and a slightly smaller piece of board, easier to work with. We're just going to cut out a rough shape for the handle, and that's going to be sanded down later on. PVC pipe, when you're going to be painting it, just remember to use sandpaper on it to make it so that the paint will stick. We have the broom handle that we're going to be turning into the regular handle. So in order for it to be the right size, we're going to cut out about 3 or 4 inches, probably closer to 3, just based off however big you're making it off your diagram. Mine is about 3 inches that I'm going to be cutting it to. Cut, we are going to be notching grooves into it. I'm going to be using the sandpaper and a whittling knife. We're going to cut notches to make it more like the grip that you see in the game, and then we'll be painting it the same color as everything else, and then painting it black. One thing that I forgot to mention in the materials is for the, let's see if I can get to it, the stock of where the chamber would be. We're going to need a thicker piece of wood that's more square. I'm going to be using an old table leg, but you can find any piece of wood that's just about as thick as your PVC pipe, so about 2 inches by 2 inches. All the pieces have dried. I got these slid on. Now that all the pieces have dried, I'm going to glue them together. I'm just going to be using hot glue. I would suggest using something more permanent, like epoxy, but I do not have any on hand, so I'm just going to use hot glue for now. This still needs to have the orange put on, and this still needs to be painted black. Just a few more details. Studs need to be painted, but I'll get to that tomorrow after I have it all assembled. Here we go, the final product. Got this painted on, put a few pieces of Scotch tape to keep that from the orange from going into the spots where it needed to be cracked. Got it all glued together, got the handle painted with some black paint. All holds pretty well, bit of scuff on it. All holds together pretty well, even with just the hot glue. Only problem is this doesn't move, neither does the hammer. But you can chamber anything you want in there. Like, I use a golf ball just for a show. And that's gonna be it for today. So See you guys, and have a good one.